It's the morning of day one. How you doing, Finn?
This tastes like I'm eating old boots.
Old boots. Okay. Well, no, it's day. What day is it? Oh no, it is day two. It is day two. Morning of day two. It's actually started to rain a little bit heavier since I've been standing here, so I might need to tuck away, put this phone from getting wet.
Status report then, Graham. How was the night?
Awesome.
Awesome. Okay.
Everything is.
How was the food this morning?
A bit stodgy, but
yeah.
you know.
I struggled with my whole loaf of malt loaf this morning. Tent was okay, even though all our pictures were a little bit dodgy. Sleep good?
Alright.
Alright. We're on the road again.
Cha-cha-la-la-la.
We just got chased out of our camp by some nasty midges, which is a bit
Yeah, it literally went
unfortunate.
from being completely fine, having our breakfast, and then 2 seconds later we're being swarmed by midges,
But
like, trying to destroy our faces.
I think that's pretty lucky considering how bad the midges were, or how bad they could have been the whole time.
That's true.
I slept without any protection at all, and I was fine. So today we got 26k, both at the end of the day, and we're passing through a town in a couple of hours. The leaving time is spot on 8 o'clock. That means it took us 1 hour and 15 minutes to pack up and have breakfast.
Sweet.
Okay, the other two are up ahead of me. We're hiking up into the top of this valley. You can just about see it in that bit of mist. It's really beautiful. This is our first real bit of elevation that we've gained on the hike so far. Okay, we just made our way to the coal, found out that it's actually a hanging valley. The guys are just a bit ahead of me. We're picking our way over quite muddy and boggy terrain, but it's all good fun.
Hello, we're coming into Glen Finnian. There's a beautiful rivery, locky thing which you can't see over there. I'll give you a view. I think it's supposed to be a cool looking monument over here as well.
You can hear maybe in the background there's a big old steam engine going along. It looks like it's something from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
It was from Harry Potter.
So it's about 11 o'clock. We've still got a big day ahead of us, but I think our spirits are pretty high. Graham's had a little problem with the foot, but how's he doing now?
Alright, all good.
Yeah,
All
he's
bandaged up.
Stuck some blister tape on it, and hopefully we'll keep soldiering on. Okay, so we stopped for a little takeaway coffee.
Got ourselves some hot chocolate.
Graham's on his peanut M&Ms, me too. We've just been told that the Bothy's closed up ahead, so that's going to be tough, but fingers crossed it's actually open.
Interesting monumenty thing over there. The Harry Potter Bridge!
Harry Potter, Harry Potter.
Wingardium Leviosa! This bridge is pretty epic. Viaduct. Actually, I don't know if it's a bridge for a train or a bridge for water. Probably should have been paying attention to what sort of duct it was. Graham, did you make sure to close that gate? Yeah, look at that gate with no fence. We've just made it onto the top of this. Yeah, we've made it onto the top of the coal. It's windy. What time is it, Finn?
I have no idea.
I think it's almost 2 o'clock, 1:30ish. We're thinking about having some lunch.
We're just going to head down a bit into the shelter and then get some food and us.
Get out of the wind. What an amazing spot for lunch. We've got this view right over the valley. We're going to have to worm our way and potentially cross that river. Finn's taking his shoes off, having a little dry out. It is windy and cold, and maybe you can't even hear me. How is it, Finn?
Good.
So this is our first serious river crossing. I just did it. I got very wet feet. First bit's okay. I wouldn't mess around, Finn. You're going to have to get wet on the last section, so just embrace it. Don't risk the trying to stand on the rocks. Keep an eye on Graham, Finn. Let him go ahead for this bit.
I just embraced the water in the last bit. It's quite difficult.
Yeah, you don't want to slide off those, Graham. Ta-da! Holy moly, we made it to the Bothy, and it is absolutely bountiful.
This is the biggest, nicest bothy, or second biggest, nicest bothy I think I've ever been.
Yeah, we've even got like a bedroom over here. How amazing is that? And the best bit, I'll show you in 1 second. You can barely make out Graham cooking his noodles over his fire. How are yours, Finn? Warm and steaming.
Good morning, welcome to day 3. I don't think we fully explained what happened yesterday, but after we finished going up onto that hill, it basically started to rain on and off constantly, so we didn't get a chance to do a lot of videoing. And then we started a long descent, and it became there was no path, super boggy, no path. We were completely off road, and we were just like following the shape of the river downhill. It was really tough going. By the time we finally got to the bothy, we were all pretty desperate to get here. I think we've been walking for like almost 11 hours, so it was too long walking. Unfortunately, I think we've got a similar sort of thing today. Woo! We might try and camp a bit sooner, if things happen correctly. So, yeah, we're going to get up and get moving, because we might have a long day ahead of us.
Yeah. This is Scotland. Wet rivers and rain.
Once we get moving today, I don't think I'm going to get another opportunity to video until we get to a bothy at about the halfway point of the day, so I'll see you then, probably.
So, check out where we are. We've been scrambling across this, like, aquatic bogland, stopping with some snacks. How's it tasting? It looks like it's hard with the coldness. It's been raining all morning. We've had some rather impressive river crossings. I didn't manage to get on video, but it was like knee-depth water flowing quite fast. It was exciting stuff. We think we're probably maybe a couple of hours out now. It's downhill, so it might be less to the bothy. We're planning for a lunch stop. Hey, we've arrived at this bothy, which is a particularly nice bothy. I think we might have to go and shelter in it because a bunch of rain is about to come.
Oh, I can actually see the rain in the air.
Yeah, okay, let's go shelter.
So what happened this morning, guys?
Long hike. So we left the bothy, then we just followed kind of like a wooded track. We had to do a couple of river crossings about knee deep. Then we kind of what really happened? Then we kind of started to ascend.
We ascended and then we followed our way down the river. Basically, it was wet, very boggy. It was properly deep river crossings. There was zero hope of maintaining dry shoes.
My socks and shoes are basically just full of mud and sand.
Yeah, Billy's have silted up a little bit, which is kind of funny. So yeah, the biggest concern is finding dry ground to camp this evening. That's going to be the real challenge. So the rain's come, we've just finished eating our lunch, and we're mentally preparing ourselves to go back out into the rain to find our campsite this evening.
Okay, so I'm not sure if you can quite make it out, but we're picking our way along a tidal lock. That's a sea lock. And we're basically just making our way across zero path, zero nothing. Like,
I'm not even sure this would be possible if it was high tide.
Yeah, this particular bit we're on would not be possible at full high tide. We're making for a bridge that we know is roughly due north of us, and really this is what the Cape Wrath Trail has been like picking your way.
There's no path.
Yeah,
It's like
follow the river, go towards the bridge, and you just kind of like go there. Look, like ahead of us now, we're going to have to come across some big old streamy bit we'll have to pick our way across. Graham's just fixing up his boots. We just crossed this craziest bridge.
Look how beautiful this bridge is.
It's a really nice bridge, but it doesn't actually go anywhere.
It goes into this bog.
It goes into full bog.
Like this deep bog.
Yeah, like horribly. So we've done quite a couple of river crossings a bit like this. This is a particularly difficult one, probably with the fastest flow. I've just got Graham across. Finn's going to demonstrate perfect river crossing technique. He only moves one limb / pole at a time. He faces up the river and he's through the worst of it. If it gets deeper than your knees, you always turn back. Welcome to our day 3 camp spot. We are somewhere very pretty, but the story to get here maybe wasn't so pretty. Basically, it's maybe 5:30 now, so we've got 6 o'clock. It's 6 o'clock now. We got in here literally 15 minutes ago, threw our tents up by this lovely rivery thing, and I was getting really worried, to be honest. I was thinking, man, what happens if we don't find anywhere to camp and we have to pitch up in the nowhere? Can we make like some sort of bivvy sack? Thoughts were going through my head. I was getting pretty panicky, but we found this spot. It's, you know, it could be a beautiful, amazing, wonderful spot if it was maybe sunny and the ground wasn't so boggy. Got my shoes off. I did something quite unusual then, just washed my socks because they were so full of silt. Desilted my shoes, which is something I've also never done before because of all the river crossings. And now I think I might have a little wash and get ready to cook. I've managed to convince Graham to wash himself for the first time in 3 days. He's hobbling over. He's gonna do it. Go on. Say again?
Got the shop's phone number.
Who?
You did. It's in
The shop?
yeah, it's a shop. It says 01599 511 221.
Okay, it was just raining a second ago, so we've decided to cook inside my tents, in our tents even. Welcome to my humble abode. I have a double helping of noodles, and there you go. That is what 240 grams, oh no, that's not true. 180 grams of noodles looks like in a Toke 750 milliliter pot. Okay, Graham's cooking. I'm eating. The wind is blowing, and the rock face is still very pretty. How are you doing, Finn? Wow, that was quick. I can't believe you've eaten that already. Okay, so I'm just lying in bed, gonna listen to a little bit of Terry. Rain's just started pitter-pattering. It was a good day in the end. We found somewhere and it all worked out, so that's what counts.